Hi there, and welcome back to We Are the Famous EFC. It is another brand new episode, and it's going to be called the Deep Dive, where we take a deep dive for the next 20 minutes on Everton through this week and during our fixtures at the weekend, whether it's a Monday or a Saturday or a Sunday or during midweek. We're going to do a deep dive every Tuesday discussing Everton and their performance from recent games and the news as well. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So Everton have just played Aston Villa on Sunday at 4:30 at Villa Park, and we were extremely amazing. I was proud of every single player. Nathan Patterson, Dwight McNeil, Jimmy Garner, Maitland, the lot, David Moyes, the lot. I thought that we were amazing, so strong as well. To go to Villa Park, who are a decent side, and to come out with a huge result like we did at Villa Park is amazing as well. But as I've said as well, we were the better team. They had plenty of shots, and John Pickford did a world-class save to deny them scoring. So we've got lots to get through for the next 20 minutes during this deep dive. It's going to be a regular video every Tuesday at 4:30 as well. So thank you for watching, and welcome to our first episode of the We Are the Famous EFC Deep Dive. So let's get right into it. We were amazing against Aston Villa. When we Blues, we certainly was. Just the atmosphere during that game was incredible. We've got the best supporters as well out of the whole league in the Premier League, without a shadow of a doubt. But we were absolutely amazing. To go to Villa Park with barely a team to get anything out of it, we looked solid. We looked amazing, and that's our away performance. And for me, that's our best away performance prior to Nottingham Forest as well. But to get a huge win under our belt with barely a team is amazing from the manager, David Moyes. And I'm proud that we got a huge 3 points at Villa Park, because Villa are challenging for the league, are challenging for Champions League as well. But with barely a team, to go to Villa Park is incredible, absolute incredible, and that's big on David Moyes. I thought Dwight McNeil also was amazing. Mail and Nathan Patterson at right back, he'd done a brilliant job. So don't change the team, Moyes, whatever you do going into Leeds, because we've got a right back, playing at right back, and it's working at the moment. He's not the answer to the games. We do need a right back, but keep him in until we can get one. Why, he's doing amazing. Keep Jake O'Brien at centre back next to Target, because he looks decent. Then when Jared Branwaite comes in, keep him still, or drop Target. But we've been absolute amazing. But to get Jared Branwaite back also now, as we go into the news, Jared Branwaite has now returned to training with the Everton first team, and it will be available for the Leeds game. And that for me is something huge. Everton have got Jared Branwaite back on the horizon, and also we've got the players ready as well. We've got Charlie Alcaraz on his way back, but not only that, Iliman and Jaina Drisagon again from the AFCON, they're on the way back, so they'll be ready for Monday night as well as Jared Branwaite. So that again is more completely decent. So let's break this down now for the next 20 minutes. Jared Branwaite, after a hamstring injury, who hasn't played a game for Everton yet this season, or to play at the Hill Dickinson Stadium for Everton. He will on Monday. Hopefully he'll play. He might start. Hopefully he does start. But that's going to be a huge boost for David Moyes, with Kieran Shrewsbury returning to training, but Jared Branwaite back is massive. We need Jared Branwaite because he's just someone key and class. Jared Branwaite is, but without a shadow of a doubt, I am looking forward to getting Jared back. But also, we've got Iliman Njai also on his way back from AFCON, and also Idrissa, and they are key players. Idrissa, especially in midfield, we've missed them, and we lack in midfield quality for the tackles and all that. That's what Garner Gay does for you. He get the tackles in and gets the ball and that as well. And he's just got them extra legs as well for the midfield. Iliman Njai is so skillful as well. We've missed him. We need him for the goals. We need him for the skill. And we just lack without him. So happy that we've got him back. So the mentality is getting strong week in, week out. But also we've got Jared now back as well. So all of a sudden we're getting our team back. Thank God. But we badly need Jared back and get back into the defence and Iliman Njai to get scoring even more goals, like he did in the AFCON as well, nation. But a proper mixed bag to get through. But as I said as well, it is being a very, very huge boost without a shadow of a doubt. But as I've said as well, prior to all of this, it is an exciting week ahead for Everton because of the win, but not only because of the win, because we've got Jared back for Leeds, Iliman Njai, and also Idrissa Gana Gueye. And these of what we have been lacking. I'm just so happy that we're finally, and I'll say it again, finally getting back to normal, hopefully, with our players coming back. But it's very important. Jared Branwaite for the boost in defensive. Then we can go very defensive as well. And Jared Branwaite keeps the opposition out of the goal, and it's just something so precious. Jared Branwaite is what he brings to the squad, like Iliman Njai does as well. But Iliman Njai we have missed as well as Jared Branwaite. Like, we haven't been the same without him, and also we've not been the same when Jared's been out. That's what we've really lacked. But the players who have stood in have done amazingly without a shadow of a doubt. But as I've said, Blues, it has been a really an amazing week for Everton Football Club. It certainly has. Like, there's no denying it. It's literally been a really brilliant weekend for the Toffees, beating Aston Villa for the first time under David Moyes since 2000, and I believe it was 2016 was the last time this football club went to Villa Park and got a huge win as well. But to have Jared Branwaite back in training is just something else. Really important. But as I've said, without a shadow of a doubt, the mentality has been strong without Iliman Njai, but also really amazing, basically, let's just say. if the Toffees have been, but not like really amazing, but we have been some of what we've missed, lacked, and so on. But we really have had a massive, as well, let's just say, a brilliant week altogether. We've got transfer news, Harry Wilson potentially coming to Everton, but the Toffees have been like, I'm running out of words to say because we've been that amazing last week against Aston Villa on Sunday. But also, as well, yeah. But also, we've tried our very hardest as well. But also, Blues, the one thing as well is that the mentality is getting strong, and I'll credit David Moyes for it because he's getting the feeling again. We're back to winning ways. We're fighting for Europe, and we've also now, as we move into Senegal now, they've won the AFCON nation. Huge credit to Ilman and Jai Idrissa. They deserve it, as Moyes said as well. He hasn't spoke to them, but I'm proud of them for winning it. And as well, and to support Senegal with them is an honour, basically, because they're just both wonderful footballers, and I'm proud to have them in our squad. Like, really proud to be an Evertonian. But I want to mention, by the way, people, we've had Nathan Patterson at filling that right back. What a player! What a player! As well. But to me, we have had a very fairly solid weekend, let's just say, without our key players. But everyone played for the manager. As well. Everyone played for the thingy as well, for the manager, and fighted. As well, they've all done proud. Fight for the badge, fight for the manager, for the fans. Showed blue blood, sweat, tears, as they should. And that's what we got the weekend. And Senegal, what a win that was for them in the final. So no doubt there'll be buzzing when they come back as well to finish form as well. But it has been a really good week for Everton Football Club. 3 points against an Aston Villa side who are fighting for the league, who are fighting for Champions League. And we done it in style on Sunday. And we got the huge win. And I'm very, very proud of the players without a shadow of a doubt. But as I've said as well, it was a hard game. We know it wasn't easy, but to turn up as well to get the win is something amazing as well. But as I've said, with hardly a team to go to Aston Villa, it's really amazing. Like, we didn't even really have a team. Let's see what Everton manager David Moyes said in his post-match reaction. And by the way, let me mention the fans. The fans are a credit to our football club. Every single fan as well. I thought they were brilliant as well. All of them. His Everton manager, David Moyes, with his thoughts on
day against an Aston Villa side who'd won 11 on the trot here in the Premier League.
Yeah. No, I've got to say I came here worried about what we had available to us. Probably more to do with what we were missing, and how we'd go about it. But we've worked all week, really. We're really sore from the last week. I've been struggling to sort of show my face because I want us to be doing well, and I didn't feel as if we've done that well in the last week and out the cup. So I'd said to the players, let's give the supporters something if we can today. And with the players we had available, and it's no disrespect to them, it was an incredible result against a team who are challenging for the top of the league. It wasn't as if they were missing. I think they might have just been missing one midfield player. We're missing 4 or 5 regulars in the team, and it's been shown in our performances recently, but it didn't show today.
And the away form since you've returned, we've spoken about it many times, just how impressive it is. But that's 5 in 6 clean sheets on the road now, and it's the first time we've kept 3 clean sheets since 2021. I mean, it's really impressive stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. Look, if you're an Evertonian, you'd want to be an away supporter at the moment, that's for sure, because our results away from home and in the games we're playing, we're coming up with some brilliant results away from home at the moment. We know we need to turn it into better things now at home. But I think if we're only focusing on today, I just think that the players done such a good job and worked tirelessly to try and get something out of it. We kept blocking, we kept defending when we needed to be. But look, we also had the goal chopped off. We also hit the post after 5 or 10 seconds, whatever it was. So we were in and around it for long parts of the game, and I thought we played really well on top of that.
I could easily go through the 1 to 11, but I'll just go through a couple of players. Tierno Barry, that's 4 goals in his past 7 Premier League starts now. Do you just feel, and then what the backing he's getting from fans as well?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I always hoped that he would come through. I don't think it's easy being a player coming from overseas, a young one, to get into the Premier League. Tierno is even worse, I think, because he's just been a young centre forward and trying to score goals in the Premier League. So I think we're going to have to give him time. There's lots of things which he needs to improve on greatly, so we're not getting carried away. But he gets the winning goal today, and if you do that in games which are important, then that means an awful lot.
And another young player who was new to your squad in the summer, Merlin Rowe. I know you said you've been very impressed with him in training, having to find his feet back from injury as well. But was that the kind of performance that you can produce?
I think that Evertonians might have just started to see a wee bit of Merlin Rowe today, a bit more. We've been sort of seeing, I see quite a lot of it in training. And he's been up and down a little bit as well. He came back from a hernia operation. So he's just beginning, I think, to sort of get an idea of what the Premier League might be like. He's got loads to improve on as well. But if we're going to judge them so quickly, then we're not going to give them an opportunity. And I say it because the people who've watched Everton for many years will know, whether it be Leighton Baines or Julian Lescott or Phil Jagielka, all had to bide their time before they got sort of regular games here. I'm not saying that's exactly the same, but if they go on to be as good as any of those players, that's what we want.
And just finally, a win of this magnitude can do for our season. Hopefully, obviously, Illy and Idrissa coming back. Yeah. A few players on the path back from injury as well. I mean, what can it do for our season now?
Absolutely, I think this will give us a huge boost because we've been waiting to sort of get a lift. It's been a difficult sort of 3-4 weeks with people out, losing Kieran Dewsbury Hall, losing Charlie Alcaraz, and even behind the scenes today, we had 1 or 2 problems going into the game. We didn't know if they were going to be available to play or not. So we've had to sort of cope with all that. It's not made the last week or so very nice because we're coming to Aston Villa 11 or 12 unbeaten and saying how we're going to get a result. But something about Everton, something about the resilience, something about the club, something about the supporters, which can make those magic moments happen.
And that was the Everton manager, David Moyes, on Everton's big, and I'll say it again, big win. Something really, really proud of. But not only that, what a massive, massive week this football club has had. It's been literally incredible. And I'm very proud of the football club, especially with that win. What a week. Just enjoy it as well, why we can, because it doesn't always come. But hopefully it's going to be a new chapter under Moisey as well, because it's been literally at an amazing, incredible week since Moyes came back, beating Aston Villa. Right, I hope you've enjoyed the first deep dive of this year. If you've enjoyed it, then please hit the like button and subscribe. And I will be back for another deep dive next Tuesday at the same time. But for more Everton content daily, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Bye-bye.